story of the spread of Buddhism and Christianity, straight English by Jaenie, Campbell, and Weebon.
Once upon a time, in a land called India of around 566 BCE, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was born. As the boy grew into a man, he saw the suffering that surrounded him. Seeking answers, he traveled and meditated for many years. When he reached enlightenment, he became Buddha. He taught the Four Noble Truths to all of India. Eventually, his disciples spread what became Buddhism to others. Merchants who liked the idea of enlightenment and were easily attracted to Buddhism traveled along the Silk Road and spread it to other people in oasis towns and other countries.
Hey, hi.
It eventually made its way to Central Asia. The Chinese gradually accepted Buddhism because of the presence of monasteries and missionaries. Traveling through China and onto the seas, Buddhism's popularity spread to Southeast Asia. Unlike Buddhism, there is not a strong foundation from when or who began Christianity, but it goes back to the days of the Jews of the Roman Empire in Palestine. Dealing with the many sufferings brought upon them from the foreign rule, Jesus arose to stand up for his fellow Jewish people. He was their savior, but after he departed from the world, his followers were not treated with as much acceptance as those of Buddhism in India. Instead, the Christian people were persecuted. Now they knew that in order to keep alive the beliefs and doings of Jesus and God, they had to spread their religion somehow. So, just as the Buddhists, they set out along the Silk Road and other trade routes to seek converts. It didn't come as easily as the way Buddhism had spread, but through all the hard and vigorous work of persuasion to gain followers, Christianity eventually caught on. People like Paul of Tarsus and Gregory the Wonder Worker helped popularize it by going from place to place preaching until it got to central Anatolia in the mid-3rd century CE. Eventually, Christian communities began to flourish throughout the entire Mediterranean basin, out into the sea routes like the Buddhist merchants, and found its way all the way to as far as India and Southwest Asia. So let's break it down. Both Christianity and Buddhism started with two people who wanted to help their people. Buddhism, unlike Christianity, easily spread throughout Asia and areas on the Silk Road, through oasis towns, and into the homes and lives of many Asian societies. Christianity had more of a fight with the authorities of the Roman Empire and had to work hard along the Silk Road and other trade routes to help spread its beliefs. Eventually, it made its way around the Mediterranean out to Asia. And that is the comparison of the spread of Buddhism and Christianity in plain English.